Alright everybody, in this video we are finding the equation of the parabola given the directrix is x equals negative 1/2 and the vertex is 0, 0. I still would like us to practice finding the latus rectum, and really I find the best way to do this is just to graph it, starting with the information that I have and working backwards based off how the equations are defined. And so when I begin to graph this, we have our vertex at the origin, and the directrix is the equation x equals negative 1/2, which means here's negative 1/2. The directrix is on the outside of the parabola, which is telling us that the parabola is opening this way, opening to the right, and that the focus must be at 1/2. So 1/2, 0. And which then this tells us is that if the parabola is right facing, then the equation must be in the form x squared equals 4ay. Nope, backwards. Timeout. Since it's right facing, it's y squared equals 4ax. So when it's left to right facing, the y is squared. When it's the x is squared, it's our usual style. And so if the focus is at 1/2, 0, that means that the value for a is 1/2. So we know a is going to equal 1/2, giving us the equation y squared equals 2x. Because I plugged in a for 1/2 there. And so this is the equation. And I still would like us just to know what these points are on the latus rectum. So that means that since we found a to be 1/2, we'll plug in 1/2 for x. And so we'll get 2 times 1/2 is 1. And when you square root both sides, we'll have y equals plus or minus 1. So the points for the latus rectum are 1/2 plus or minus 1. And so here's my value of 1, here's my value of negative 1, and there's my curve. And I didn't do as many examples for when the vertex is not at the origin, because I really feel like once you get that handle on where it is, just where the vertex is centered at the origin, it's just taking your time and applying the steps and paying attention to the details to graph and figure out the equation for the parabola if it's not at the vertex. Alright, I'll see you in another video.